Hello, coin enthusiasts. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of US coinage and uncovering the mystery behind a coin that has caught the attention of collectors and investors alike, the 2014 Shenandoah quarter. You might have one of these in your pocket right now, or you may have spotted it in your change, but did you know it could be worth far more than its face value? Today, we'll explore its history, its design, the significance behind the Shenandoah National Park, and, most importantly, why this 25-cent coin might just be worth a lot more than what's stamped on it. The 2014 Shenandoah quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which began in 2010 and features national parks and historic sites across the United States. This quarter is the 21st coin in the series and represents the Shenandoah National Park in Virginia. Shenandoah National Park is known for its rich history, beautiful Appalachian landscapes, and incredible biodiversity. The park spans over 200,000 acres, and it's a favorite destination for outdoor enthusiasts, offering breathtaking views of the Blue Ridge Mountains. The coin itself features a stunning design inspired by the park's natural beauty. On the reverse side of the quarter, you'll see a majestic scene of the Blue Ridge Mountains, with a large oak tree in the foreground and a winding stream below. Above the image, the words Shenandoah and Virginia are inscribed, while the coin's mint year 2014 and E pluribus unum can be found along the top rim. But what makes this coin particularly intriguing is the mint mark. The P on the coin represents that it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. While most of the quarters in this program are minted at the Denver and Philadelphia mints, coins with this P the mint mark tend to be rarer compared to those produced in Denver. But is that enough to make the 2014 Shenandoah quarter worth big money? Let's find out. Now, when it comes to the value of the 2014 Shenandoah quarter, it's important to note that, in general, quarters like this are not going to make you a millionaire by themselves. A typical 2014 Shenandoah quarter in circulation is worth only its face value, just 25 cents. But as with all collectibles, the real value comes from rarity, condition, and demand. If you're lucky enough to come across a well-preserved example, preferably in uncirculated or proof condition, the value could be higher. Coins in perfect condition are always in demand among collectors. A coin with no visible wear, clear details, and pristine edges will always fetch a premium compared to coins that have been circulated extensively. And if the coin is graded by a professional grading service, it could fetch a significant premium. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. A coin graded at a higher level, like MS-65 or MS-66, can fetch several dollars above face value. But what really makes this coin special, and perhaps worth big money, is its potential to be a part of a broader trend that's capturing the attention of collectors and investors alike. The America the Beautiful Quarters program, since its launch, has sparked a wave of interest in modern US coinage. As collectors seek to complete their sets of the America the Beautiful Quarters, certain coins have already seen significant increases in value over time. For example, some early issues from the series, especially those with mint marks like a P or the D, have appreciated in value as collectors look for coins that are harder to find or in mint condition. In fact, the 2014 Shenandoah quarter, in uncirculated or proof condition, has been known to sell for up to $10 or more, far above its face value of 25 cents. In some instances, you might even see listings for $20, $30, or higher if it's in excellent condition or part of a special set. Some dealers and auction houses have reported selling these quarters for even more, especially if they're part of a limited run set or have been certified by a recognized grading service. However, the most sought-after coins are often those with incredibly low mintage numbers or those that come from specific rare batches, especially error coins or minting mistakes. Speaking of mint errors, it's worth noting that if you come across a 2014 Shenandoah quarter with any kind of error, such as a double die, off-center strike, or a flawed design, you may be sitting on a goldmine. Error coins can easily sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on the rarity and severity of the error. Now, you may be wondering, how could a 25-cent coin become worth millions? The answer lies in the rarity, the condition, and the demand for collectible coins. While the 2014 Shenandoah quarter is not likely to make you a millionaire overnight, there are certain circumstances, like finding one with an error or if it's part of a limited edition set, that could see its value rise dramatically. In summary, while the average 2014p Shenandoah quarter may only be worth its face value, there are instances where collectors are paying top dollar for the right coin. The key is knowing what to look for and understanding the factors that can influence a coin's value. So, next time you find a 2014p Shenandoah quarter in your pocket, take a closer look. You never know, it might just be worth more than you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more coin tips and insights. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! Next, today, we have a super exciting topic that any coin collector or history enthusiast will love. We're talking about the Bombay Hook Quarter Dollar 2015p, a coin with a fascinating story and potential worth that may just blow your mind. It's not your ordinary quarter, it's a coin with a history, a rarity factor, and a huge value. Stick around because we're diving deep into its value, history, and why this coin could be worth big money, even $287 million. Yes, you heard that right. The 2015p Bombay Hook Quarter is part of the United States Mint's America the Beautiful Quarters program. The program was launched in 2010 and is designed to celebrate America's national parks and historic sites. Each quarter in this series features a different national site, and in 2015, the Bombay Hook National Wildlife Refuge in Delaware was selected. But why are we talking about this specific quarter today? Well, as with many rare coins, collectors and numismatists have started to pay attention to this one for a number of reasons, some of which might surprise you. Let's break it down. So, first, let's get into the history of the Bombay Hook Quarter. This coin, released in 2015, is the third quarter of the year to feature a national park. The Bombay Hook National Wildlife Refuge is located in Delaware, and it's known for its incredible diversity of wildlife, especially migratory birds. The design on the quarter beautifully captures this setting, showing a salt marsh with a variety of birds, especially a great egret. The design was created by Joseph Menna and sculpted by Phoebe Hemphill. It features a detailed representation of the salt marsh landscape with the great egret in flight, and the words Bombay Hook are prominently displayed. But there's something interesting about the 2015p Bombay Hook Quarter. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. While the regular Bombay Hook Quarters are still in circulation, there's a rare error version that has collectors absolutely buzzing. Some 2015p Bombay Hook Quarters were released with a die error, causing a double strike or misaligned strike. This error gives the coin a unique appearance, with some details being clearer and some faintly struck, making these error versions highly sought after by collectors. Imagine finding one of these rare error coins in your change, and when it's in good condition, it could be worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. But that's just the beginning. Let's talk about why this quarter could be worth so much more. Now, here's where it gets even more exciting. You've probably heard that the 2015p Bombay Hook Quarter could be worth $287 million. But is that actually possible? Let's put things into perspective. The $287 million figure likely refers to the theoretical market value of all Bombay Hook Quarters combined in terms of their total rarity, historical value, and scarcity. It's not necessarily about one coin being worth that much. However, if you were to find a mint condition, double-struck error version of this coin and sell it to the right collector or auction house, you could see an extremely high price tag. That's because, over the years, some extremely rare coins have sold for millions at auction. A famous example is the 1933 St. Gordon's Double Eagle, which sold for over $18 million in 2002. So, is it out of the question for a rare, error Bombay Hook Quarter to hit a similar price in the right market? Not entirely. Okay, let's get back to reality. While finding a $287 million quarter might be a stretch, there are plenty of examples where error quarters, especially ones from the America the Beautiful series, have fetched impressive prices. In fact, typical Bombay Hook error quarters can sell anywhere from $50 to $200, depending on the condition and the rarity of the error. A well-preserved MS-65 grade coin could fetch even more, especially if it's one of the rare double-strike versions. But if you do find one in absolutely perfect condition and the error is undeniable, well, that could push its value to thousands of dollars. The general face value of the Bombay hook quarter is just 25 cents, the standard quarter value, but with the error versions or in uncirculated condition, the price skyrockets. So, how do you identify one of these rare coins? Well, here's what you need to look for. First, check for any double strikes or misaligned strikes. These are typically very noticeable, with parts of the design being off-center or doubled. These errors are most noticeable on the lettering or around the border of the coin. Secondly, check the condition of the coin. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Coins that are graded MS65 or higher are considered to be in exceptional condition and are much more valuable. Lastly, look for any unique die marks or variations. Each coin struck at the mint has a slightly different look due to the die used to create it, and some minor flaws can create a coin that's rare and worth a lot more than face value. So, there you have it. The 2015 Bombay hook quarter is more than just a simple piece of currency. It's a rare coin with a unique story, a design that celebrates America's wildlife, and the potential for huge returns if you're lucky enough to find one of the rare error versions. While you might not find the $287 million jackpot coin, a well-preserved Bombay hook quarter could still be worth a pretty penny. If you have one of these quarters in your collection or happen to find one in your pocket change, it's definitely worth taking a second look. Who knows, you might be holding onto something valuable. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and click the bell icon so you never miss an update on rare coins and collectibles. Have you come across a rare coin before? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Next! If you're a fan of rare coins, historical treasures, or you simply enjoy learning about the fascinating world of numismatics, then you're in for a treat today. In this video, we're diving deep into a remarkable piece of US history, the Rhode Island 1790 quarter dollar, minted in 2001. Believe it or not, this coin has some serious value that might just blow your mind. Stick around, because we're going to explore everything from its origin to its value and why it could be worth millions. The Rhode Island 1790 quarter dollar is part of the 50-state quarters program, a collection of commemorative quarters minted by the US Mint from 1999 to 2008. The goal of the program was to honor each of the 50 states, one at a time, by featuring their state symbols and history on the back of the quarter. This specific coin, minted in 2001, is dedicated to the state of Rhode Island, and it's absolutely loaded with historical significance. Now, you might be wondering, why 1790? Well, that's the year Rhode Island became the 13th state to join the Union. The history behind this date is pivotal. It was the last state to ratify the US Constitution, which means it played a huge role in shaping the early days of the United States. In essence, this coin represents Rhode Island's crucial role in America's history. What a powerful symbol. So, the coin itself was issued as part of the quarter series, which means it features a depiction of Rhode Island's statehood. The design shows a lovely view of the vessel's Mayflower, a nod to the early colonial history of the state. Now, the speed mint mark indicates that this quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. It's important to mention that the year of minting is 2001, so we're looking at a piece of history that connects a moment in the past, 1790, with the modern age of coin collection. But what makes this coin so special beyond its historical design? When you first hold this Rhode Island 1790 quarter dollar in your hand, you'll notice several distinctive features. The obverse, or front side, shows the classic portrait of George Washington, as seen on most US quarters. However, it's the reverse side, the back, that really stands out. The coin's reverse shows an image of the vessel Mayflower, as we mentioned before, which was the ship that carried the Pilgrims to Plymouth, Massachusetts in 1620. This ties into Rhode Island's broader colonial history and its maritime significance. You'll also see the inscription Rhode Island 1790 along the top. It gives you the reminder of the state's entry into the Union. The ship image shows Rhode Island's long-standing relationship with the sea, as the state has been a hub of maritime trade and culture throughout American history. And now, let's talk about the materials. The 2001 Rhode Island quarter is made of a copper-nickel-clad composition. It weighs 5.67 grams and has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, pretty standard for a quarter, but the historical context behind it makes it stand out. Here's where things get really interesting: the value of this coin. While the Rhode Island 1790 quarter dollar may seem like a standard piece of currency at first glance, its true worth goes far beyond face value. So, you're probably asking, what's it worth? A regular, uncirculated Rhode Island 1790 quarter dollar in decent condition is typically worth around $1 to $2. Nothing too special, right? But hold on, things are about to get exciting. The value skyrockets when you start looking at specimens that are in pristine condition, especially those that are graded as MS67 or higher by the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. These coins, which are in nearly flawless condition, can be worth anywhere from $5 to $10. But the real kicker comes when you start considering the rare, error coins. Some of these coins were minted with slight misprints, such as off-center strikes or other unique characteristics. These error coins can sometimes fetch thousands of dollars. In fact, if you happen to have an extremely rare error coin, it could be worth significantly more than a regular quarter. We're talking hundreds to thousands of dollars, depending on the rarity and condition. However, there's one mind-blowing estimate out there that suggests that a certain perfectly preserved Rhode Island 1790 quarter dollar could eventually be worth a staggering $198 million. Yes, you heard that right. But before you get too excited, this isn't the average coin you find in circulation. This would be a one-of-a-kind coin, likely to have major historical significance, such as an error or a key feature. Still, it's an exciting prospect and goes to show just how much a rare, well-preserved coin can be worth. You might be asking, why on earth would a coin like this be worth that much? It all comes down to rarity, historical significance, and condition. Coins are valued based on how rare they are in mint condition. So, the more perfect the coin is, free from scratches, dents, or discoloration, the higher its potential value. Add in historical value, the fact that Rhode Island was the 13th state and played such a pivotal role in America's history, and you've got yourself a coin with some serious gravitas. Additionally, collectors are always looking for coins that are either exceptionally rare or feature unique errors. A coin with a minor flaw could be worth a lot more because it's considered an anomaly, something that stands out from the mass-produced pieces. So, how can you get your hands on one of these Rhode Island 1790 quarter dollars? And if you're interested in investing, where should you look? First, if you don't already have one, you might want to start by checking your coin jar, wallet, or local coin shops. Oftentimes, a coin could be hiding right under your nose. You can also look for them in rolls of quarters at the bank or purchase them from reputable dealers online. If you're really serious about investing in rare coins, I recommend working with professional numismatists, as they can help you navigate the world of coin grading and ensure that you're getting a high-quality piece that will hold or increase in value over time. Be sure to check online auction sites, as many rare coins are sold in auctions. And sometimes, you might just stumble upon a rare find. There you have it, folks. The fascinating story of the Rhode Island 1790 quarter dollar. While this coin may seem like just another piece of pocket change at first glance, it holds incredible historical significance and, depending on its condition and rarity, it could fetch you a small fortune. Let me know in the comments below if you've come across any interesting or rare coins in your collection. And, as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome content on rare coins, history, and the world of collectibles. See you in the next video. Last, if you've ever wondered about rare coins or stumbled upon one in your pocket, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into a fascinating topic: the 2022 quarter dollar coin, its history, its value, and why it's worth a staggering $218 million in some cases. Yep, you heard that right. So, stick around, because what we're about to talk about is bound to blow your mind. First off, let's get familiar with the 2022 quarter dollar coin. As with any coin, it's important to understand its background before we get into its true worth. This particular quarter is part of a series of coins issued by the United States Mint every year. The P on the coin represents the Philadelphia Mint, where this coin was struck. Now, the United States Mint issues quarters every year with new designs. The 2022 quarter is no exception. But what makes this year's design so interesting? Well, this coin features a tribute to America the Beautiful, with designs that honor specific national parks and historical sites across the country. So, you might be asking, what makes this particular quarter so valuable? After all, quarters are just everyday coins, right? Well, not exactly. Let's dig into why this 2022p quarter is something worth paying attention to. One thing to keep in mind is that the value of a coin isn't always about the design. It's about the rarity, the demand, and sometimes, even a small error on the coin itself that can make it priceless. Here's where things get interesting: error coins. If you've ever heard of coins like the double-die penny or the 1972 double-die quarter, you know that even the slightest mistake during minting can make a coin extraordinarily valuable. The same goes for the 2022p quarter. Imagine a coin that has a minting error. Maybe the design didn't align properly, or the letters on the coin are doubled, or even the wrong metal was used. That mistake could cause the value to skyrocket. And that's exactly what happened with a handful of these 2022p quarters. Some of these coins might be worth only face value, which is 25 cents, but others, with very specific errors, could be worth thousands of dollars or more. Now, you're probably wondering, how in the world does a quarter get valued at over $200 million? That's not a typo, folks. There are reports that some of these error coins, in perfect condition and with the right error, could fetch an astronomical price, as high as $218 million. This is because, sometimes, coins with historical significance or minting errors have an incredibly high demand from collectors. If a particular error coin becomes legendary among coin collectors or gains attention in the media, the price can skyrocket. Let's break it down. Collectors value rarity. A coin that was minted with a design mistake, or one that was made in a very limited number, will naturally be worth more. If there's only one 2022p quarter with a certain type of error, and it's in perfect condition, its price tag could easily reach millions. So, how do you find these valuable coins? Well, it starts with being able to identify them. You don't need to be an expert, but it helps to know a little bit about what you're looking for. When examining a 2022p quarter, look out for misplaced mint marks. Sometimes the mint mark, or SP for Philadelphia, can be misplaced or blurry, making it stand out to collectors. Double designs, coins that have doubled lettering or design features are highly sought after. Unique wear patterns, some quarters, because of the way they were struck, might have distinct wear patterns that increase their rarity and value. Now, here's the fun part. Once you have your hands on a coin you think might be valuable, what do you do next? Well, you can either take it to a professional coin grader for assessment, look up the coin on auction websites or coin marketplaces, or even check out coin forums where collectors gather and share their findings. Coin collecting isn't just about finding rare coins, it's about joining a community of passionate individuals who love history, art, and the thrill of discovery. So, who knows? Your 2022p quarter could be the next big find. To sum it all up, the 2022p quarter might just be an ordinary coin at first glance, but if you find one with a rare minting error, it could be worth far more than its face value. With values potentially reaching as high as $218 million, this coin is a collector's dream. So, next time you dig through your change jar or come across a 2022p quarter, take a closer look. Who knows, you might have a treasure in your hands. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you never miss an exciting episode. Happy collecting!